Who's the team that when they play their absolute best game, let's say every single team in the country plays their best game, who's the best team in the country to you? I'll go to you first, John, but I want your answer on that too, RC.
Ooh, I mean, I gotta go Purdue. I mean, Alabama. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I guess I'll go Purdue, but I like Alabama as well. But best game, I gotta go Purdue because you get Zach Edey down there dominating the interior, and you have one of those games where he's also kicking out and they're hitting threes. I don't know what game it was where he hit the kid hit 9 and something like that in the first half, something crazy. They're unstoppable. Alabama has its flaws, Houston does too. But when Purdue's firing all cylinders, they're tough to beat. So I will go Purdue.
RC?
I like Alabama, and I would love to see how this UCLA team is going to look with a consistently and a healthy Amari Bailey available. I would, because I know they're tough. I know they're going to defend. And now that you've added another athletic perimeter scorer, I like I like their chances of getting to Houston if they're playing at their best. So it'd be Alabama, UCLA to me.
I got a stat that I was on the MSG show that I was researching Alabama. They're top 10 in adjusted tempo and defensive efficiency, and the only teams that were in that realm were 2021, 2022 Gonzaga, and 2019 North Carolina. So Alabama's mathematically in really good company if you're talking about the numbers. So yeah, I like both Alabama and Purdue for sure.
Okay. I think my answer would be Alabama, for the record. I think you can point to moments in Alabama's season where they have just destroyed teams that have some talent in a way that I don't think we've seen from really anybody else in the country, but especially not from a team like Purdue. I'm a little surprised neither one of you guys threw Houston out in that answer. Like, is Houston's A game a little bit behind those teams to you, RC?
No, I listen, I'm a huge fan of Houston, and I got them making it to Houston, or staying home, I should say, or getting home. But I have my concerns, again, because you're playing in a league that you can see, like we talked about tonight, they get up and you can see them hitting the cruise control button a little bit when they get up in some of these games, which is natural. Yeah. And is this team talented enough when it gets in the tournament to make a run? There's no doubt. I expect them to. But again, it's hard. When you start talking about numbers and metrics with that group, you're playing in a league that they're just better than everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Have we seen peak Houston? Have we even seen them put that product on the court? I don't know. Obviously,
well, we've seen them because we've seen them punk Virginia, and that's not many teams can say that. The Virginia team is probably on the verge of winning the ACC, and they went into Virginia and punched them in the mouth.
They rolled up in there and did beat them up. But yeah. So like I said, they're cruising, and I don't like the fact that, the first half of the SMU game, I think they ended up being up 13 at the first half.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a light day. Them boys was out there. Sasha was getting lanes to the rim, inside scooping, finishing. I'm like, all right, like next year, all right, what SMU's not. So you wonder what happens when they get some resistance, and when it's in March, it's one game and it's over. So hopefully they don't run up against a buzzsaw where they're not ready mentally or physically, or they've had two of these in the past, and now all of a sudden you got a 1-8 game, because a 1-8 game this year is going to be interesting. Like your 8 seed is going to be an underachieving conference team that could be good. So that was the hardest game for me whenever I played that 1-8 game. So it's going to be a fun year for sure.